Okay, so Judit with Karpov.
Yeah, with
Again.
black, she's playing Queen's Indian. Here, the main line from Queen's Indian. Very well known. Everybody played this. Kasparov, Karpov, Petrosian, everybody played this with white, you know. It's very good way, very good line. You remember, we show already a very beautiful game won by Kasparov against Anderson with this. And many others, with Gligoric and so on, you know.
Yes.
Okay. She takes, knight takes, and here Queen C2. Queen C2 is possible, but is not necessary. The best line is here to play simply E3. After E3 is a little bit better for white. Theory again, you know. E3, bishop E7, knight B5, bishop B5 check, and the rest, you know, theory. Okay, here he took she took in C3, and white took with the queen. It's possible to take with the pawn. Again, theory, bishop E7, castle C5, and so on, you know, theory. Another line. Okay,
Yeah.
after queen C3, H6, E3, black has to free himself later on, you know, by playing bishop E7, castle, with the idea to play simply C5, you know. This is the main line. So after knight D7, white plays B4, hoping to get some control on the squares on the queen side, you know, some initiative, maybe, you know, a small initiative. So now black plays quietly bishop E7, bishop B2, castle. Yeah, okay. So, and after castle, rook D1, okay, this is against C5. Now if black plays C5, very big mistake, you know, because now white has time to take with the pawn, and when black takes there, bishop B5, very strong, and white is much better, you know, probably almost winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So black, of course, plays something else, plays A5, very good. Yeah. So now, if you want something, you have to push. Okay, so he pushed, and now rook C8. Okay, after rook C8, white has to find a nice plan, you know. Until here, everything is okay, more or less even, the game, you know. And Judith opens, you know, the game. And she plays C6. Okay, now white takes in C6. If they want something, you know, we have to take. So right, takes, and now the right moment was the right move was bishop A6. After bishop A6 is more or less even, the game, you know. Bishop B5 seems very good, but is a bad mistake. And we see why. If black has to take in B5 or has to accept to trade in C6, it's better for white. No problem, you know, a little bit. But here is a very nasty surprise for white, you know, bishop B4 check. Opens completely the game, and the white kings will be in the center until the end, and that is decisive, you know.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah,
tactic.
now you have to take him before he's forced. Now you take him before, and bishop takes in B5.
Why is forced? Because you lose this one, or
yeah, no, you lose a piece or more
Yes.
if you don't take immediately, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to take, and now bishop B5, and now it's very unpleasant for white. It's almost I don't know if it's lost already, but it's most unpleasant because the position is very open. The very bad king in E1, you know, until the end. You see. So okay, the only hope is to take, and now bishop C4, very good. Now you have to move the queen, and now she can take back. Now you see the result. The same pawns, but very strong initiative for black already. Now you have no counterplay. Black has complete control of the diagonal, and such a king in E1, you know, one move is almost decisive in every position, you see. And very easy to play for black, you know. Black has no problem and can play everything immediately, you know. So queen d6 tries to find a way to have some control. And after bishop b5, opens again the line. Threatens to come immediately in c2, you know.
With the rook.
With the rook. And now the only hope to open again, maybe something happens and we can save, you know, plays d5. But it's too late now. If black plays well, it's almost lost already, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, there, and rook c2, rook d2. What it has to do this, you know, because if allows rook e2 check, you know, you can resign.
Yeah.
Rook d2, queen c8. We don't know what to do. Here the problem is that you lost by force, in this position. You don't have one tempo, If you could have one tempo somehow to escape, is okay. But now black is coming immediately. It threatens already. Rook takes b2 and queen is c1 check with tempo, everything, So what to do?
Oh, yeah.
The game was, what did he play here? Queen a3 or what? Queen a3. Well, the alternative was to take back in e6. Well, if...
To take back in e6?
Yeah, take with the pawn in e6. And now simple, rook takes b2. Rook takes b2, takes in b2.
In d2? In b2?
Yeah, in b2. Queen c1 check. Yeah. And now what to do? Queen d1 first. Queen d1. Now takes with the queen in b2, takes in b7, and rook d8. And okay, you can resign with white. You see?
Yeah.
The king in the center and the rook that doesn't play, and the pawn a5, is coming. a4, a3, queen.
Yeah.
In a few moves, Okay, so the position is already lost for white. So therefore, I told you, it's unbelievable, by this high level. Of course, after bishop b4 check is almost decisive, very strong attack for black, But very big mistake immediately after the opening from such a player who knows very well the theory. I mean, he's playing this variation his whole life with white and with black,
Oh.
Okay, so queen a3, now rook takes. So what to do? You have to take with the
king?
With the king, yes, because if you take with the knight, then he could take back in e5, in d5, and pawn up for nothing. I mean, and the rest, you see.
Yes.
But okay, knight b6. Now again, it's very unpleasant. It's lost probably already for white because it's threatening with tempo knight c4 check.
Yes.
So the only move here, queen c3. The only move. Yeah. Okay, with a small hope to resist somehow. And now knight c4 check again. Yeah, and now very strong e5. The diagonal is closed. You don't have any threat, on the big diagonal.
Yeah.
The pawn d5 is very weak, and black is threatening already decisive queen g4, Terrible position, Therefore, I tell you, it's completely lost for black, for white. One move is enough. If he comes with tempo somewhere, you can resign, So, queen g4. Now, he comes. I mean, black is coming. Threatens in g2, threatens queen e4 check, and queen takes d5, rook c8, rook b8, terrible position. Look what the king in b1.
Yeah.
So rook c1, rook b8. But rook c2, what can you do? And now, simple f6. Now, everything is closed, but black is playing, and white is spectator here,
Waiting for the...
Yeah, waiting for the, for the end.
For the cortin.
So what to do? Now, threatens to take in g2. You can imagine. If he takes in g2, you lose every piece, afterwards. So, okay. Enough.
He took.
So took, and now knight d2, and what happened? Check, yes. King there, and takes. And after queen c7, and queen c5, pardon, rook c8, and white resign, no? Yeah, right now. He's losing everything.
Yeah.
Terrible, Terrible game. I tell you, I don't remember a game with white, Karpov with white, losing like this, It was a catastrophe,
Oh.
Yeah, it's terrible position,
Yes. Total
Well,
domination.
yeah, complete, like this. It's like playing, first category player against a very strong grandmaster, something like this.
Very, very...
Well, he was very surprised. After bishop b4 check, it's a terrible blow, After bishop b4, you are probably lost with white, But I tell you, one move, if he played bishop a6, is unclear. Maybe it's a little bit better for black, but another game, of course. If he has time to castle and so on, it's another game.
So he missed that...
He missed bishop b4 check. After bishop b4 check is decisive because the domination of the white squares is too much, you can't resist.
Yes,
The king is too bad, and all the black pieces are coming too quickly, you know, in a few moves like this, you know.
There was
Yeah, you can't do anything. You play without the rook from h1
without the rook and with the king exposed.
and the king exposed, you know. Every move could be decisive. If you give one check, you are almost losing at once, you know, with white. So, well, it happens, even at the highest level. Yeah?
Yes, we can see that.
But of course, Judith, you know, she's not guilty. She played.
She was guilty.
She was guilty by beating him like this. You know?
Yes. All right, thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
Yeah, she was very strong. She was probably, I tell you, probably or surely the best woman player ever. You know, I mean, everybody understands that everybody recognizes this. You know. And finally, at the end, as long as I know, she played for the main team of Hungary, you know, for men at the Olympics, you know, second board after Portish. And she
So
had
the
a
highest
very
level.
good result. Highest level, of course. You play second board, you play a very, very strong grandmasters. And from time to time, you play on the first board. If the first board doesn't play, you are forced to play, you know, the first board. Excellent player.
She played well, I guess.
Oh, excellent player.
Thank you. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.